From the screen,
I spice
Brainrot. Yep, that's what we're talking about today. Now, for those who don't know what brainrot is, let me give you the actual definition of it. It is a term that is used to describe the negative effects of consuming large amounts of low-quality content on the internet, which means you're looking at something that is defined as cringe, weird, old, and everything else. Even though TikTok has been banned recently and then unbanned, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 because stuff happened recently. Let's just say brainrot is not a thing that you want to encounter, but it's something that people encounter every single day. Okay, people, so we all know that brainrot is the most cursed thing ever.
absolutely.
So how did it all start? Where did this come from? Why is this the most annoying thing ever? And even though we are in 2025, we still got to remember this, because let's just say this is going to be a thing for the Gen Alpha in the next 10 years. Alright, so let's start out with the beginning of it. Why is brainrot made? Like, why do we made it? Why do we have it? Why do we use it? Like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Well, brainrot is a terminology that we already explained in the beginning. Well, I already explained in the beginning. But, you know, that's just what everybody says what brainrot really is. But brainrot is something that we can all agree on, that brainrot is the most cursed thing ever in our lives in the last 2 years. So let me describe you what is something that is insane from brainrot and what is something that is not insane from brainrot. So the list of the brainrot words that I can put down are basically, here are the words that I can describe to you that are very insane to the lowest point, which is, it's not so bad. So the list is like skibbity toilet, hot tour, ice spice. Ooh, the list goes on and on. The weird chicken nugget one. Ooh, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I don't know, I ran out of ideas. But those are the ones I can list off the top of my head so far. Then you got wrist to yacht and everything else. And even though some people don't like these terms and all that stuff for the Gen Z to Gen Alpha and everybody else, well, these are the common words that are normally used. And let's just say it's very disturbing because we have the word and yeah, I'm not saying it because I'm keeping my channel family friendly. So here are all the words that I just listed out. So brainrot is a term that is used to describe what goes on in a person's head. As I said before, that brainrot is just something that causes from internet activities, but it can also have some mental effects on older ages, such as teenagers. Even though the Gen Alpha doesn't see it as like a bad thing, when you view it as a teenager, it can cause some very messed up problems. Very messed up problems. So let's just try to keep things very simple around here. Brainrot is something that nobody really looks at every single day, but let's just say brainrot is something that can be very cursed at the same time. But as recently research has shown, and the news have recently shown, that it can affect a teen's mind and it can cause a lot of problems, and nobody wants to have problems in their head. So everybody's gonna be like, but it's just brain rot. How's that gonna affect a person's mental health and stuff? They're just looking up something goofy on the internet. It's not gonna cause any sort of problem. Yes, it will. It will. It really will. So everybody has to make sure that brain rot is not something that can be potentially bad, but it also has to not be something that is very, not something that can cause them a lot of stress, because let's just say this can go from mental health stress to suicide. Yeah, it jumps to 100 real quick. So that's why everybody says give your kids a proper internet time, make sure everything is like locked and all that stuff. And even though they are teenagers, they'd be like, they know better, they know this, know that, blah blah blah. No, just don't listen to what they say. Just make sure that everybody gets what they want at a specific time period, because you never know what can happen in a kid's mind. Up here in the brain, a lot goes on, so you never really know what's going to happen next. So just make sure that your kids are, mentally stable. Make sure that they're on the internet at a very proper amount of time, not like more than 5 hours every single day. Just make sure that they get a good enough time on the internet. Make sure they don't discover anything that is very naughty. And make sure that everything is all safe, cool, and nothing bad can happen, because we want to make sure that our kids grow up at a very stable level without being all, this could be very bad for the new generation. Because the new generation changes every single year. So you have to make sure what's best for you, your kids, and everybody else. Even though I'm 19 and a part of that category, it still applies to me as well. But I'm fine now and nothing has really changes for me. But I will end this. Make sure that all of your kids are getting proper internet time, and that's it. And just normal education, and they'll be fine throughout the day. And that's about it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's been a minute since y'all heard my voice and everything else. I know I haven't recorded in a long time, but I'm really am trying to make sure that I record everything I can on my YouTube channel. And if there are some parts that I'm still slipping up on, like that I just did right there, I'm gonna fix that, okay? I'm just still new to recording, because I've been recording for the last 2 years. But yeah, that's about everything. And also check out my Instagram too. I haven't posted anything in there yet, but yeah, follow me, okay? So I can post just interesting stuff on there. So yeah, that's about it. I see you guys later. Stay safe. Peace.